Hey, face caretaker. I'm Jess G. I am honored to take care of you with Mary Kay. I have today for you 11 tips for getting the most out of your new retinol. So, if you have one of these in your bathroom drawer rattling around, here's what's in the box. I have 11 things to keep in mind when adding pure retinol to your routine. So, first, anytime you're going to add retinol, you're going to wash your face. So after you do that, you want to wait 5 or 10 minutes after cleaning your face to let the natural oils in your skin return to the surface. And that can really help decrease the typical dry, flaky reaction that you can get when you're adding pure retinol for the first time. My second tip is to only use one pump of the retinol. Using more can increase temporary reaction and it really won't improve your results. So, more, not necessarily more effective. Um, the thing is that temporary redness, drying, and flaking can occur when you add pure retinol to your routine. So that's why a slow retinization process is so important. It's also the reason that there's two things in the box. So the use of a facial milk as often as you need it, even on top of your foundation during the day, is um, absolutely necessary. So this is something that can really help when you are adding retinol for the first time. Um, so what am I on? I think that was number 4. So number 5. So during the retinization process, you're going to set some of your skincare aside. So don't use any exfoliators. That includes like the microdermabrasion, the step 1, the refine, the facial peel, like the revealing radiance facial peel, anything that involves a physical exfoliator anything with glycolic acid. And you're going to really want to avoid any masks that have exfoliating properties like a charcoal mask or a clay mask. You can definitely use a hydrating mask. So something that like a moisture renewing gel mask would be appropriate. You also want to avoid any topical vitamin C products. So the Serum plus C, you might want to set aside for a little while. You'd want to avoid acne products. You want to avoid hydrogel eye patches. I know my list is long. Any kind of facial brush you don't want to use when you're first adding this in. And once you have used this for 2 months, at least once a week for 2 months, your skin should be fairly used to it. And so the point of this 11 tips is to reduce the traditional irritation that pure retinol has a reputation for. And then you can reintroduce those items gradually once you've completed your retinization process. So, number 6, if your skin is sensitive, you can absolutely move through a retinization process more slowly. So, I recommend to my clients to use an 8-week tracker. So, for example, the first 2 weeks, you only use it once a week, um, mixed with your hydrator, with your calm restoring facial milk, and then weeks 3 and 4, you layer them, and then 5 and 6, you add them in twice a week. 6, 5, that's for 5 and 6, and then 7 and 8, you add them up to 3 times a week. But if you have traditionally sensitive skin, you can stretch that out. And so, for example, you might go an entire month of just once a week of these two mixed together. So that is something for my sensitive clients that could be helpful, especially if you're a little leery about adding retinol to your routine. My next tip is that once you wash your face, but before you add your retinol, you want to put your eye cream on. And this really is 2 reasons. One, you don't want any retinol in your eye area because that's super sensitive and this is not designed for your eye area. And the second thing is now you'll know where to put your retinol because you'll be able to feel where you where you've already placed that eye cream. And it's just a way to keep it away from your eyes. If you had the retinol on your fingers, you would run the risk of contaminating that eye cream because now it's on your fingers and now it's around your eyes. So you really want to work hard to keep that away from that area. Um, if you are making babies, if you are breastfeeding, or you are pregnant, you can give me a shout when you are done taking your care of your children in that way, because babies and retinol don't really mix. And I would suggest that you talk to your healthcare provider about adding retinol back into your routine after having children. Um, the number 9 is do not use a retinol prior to surgery that requires general anesthesia. So this totally counts as one of those things like when they say, "Hey, stop all medications or whatnot," you want to um, take this off of your routine a week prior to having surgery. Um, don't use this 3 days before getting your eyebrows waxed, or like facial waxing. Like if you're taking care of your upper lip like I need to, um, wait 3 days because that will prevent irritation. Number 10, this does not replace your skincare routine. This is in addition to your bookends of a cleanser and a moisturizer. You still need to have a good skincare routine. And if you just did this and nothing else, you would probably walk around feeling pretty dry and you would not be protected by the sun or from the sun. So you want to have something with an SPF, which leads me to number 11. Retinol is sensitive to heat and light, so don't leave it in a hot car. Yeah, that's pretty much standard for any of your cosmetics. Like the ingredients are meant to be kept at stored long term at room temperature. So, my bonus tip for you is twofold. One, you want to always use retinol at night. And two, when you add a retinol to your routine, always make sure that you use a sunscreen in conjunction with your retinol. So I hope that those 11 tips plus a bonus are helpful to you in making sense of how to use retinol in your routine. Thank you so much for spending time with me, and I will see you next time.